Welcome, friends. I'm here to talk about getting butt hurt. This is a phrase that I learned from a guy that I dated a while ago. He was pretty funny and pretty wise. Really good date. I highly recommend his technique. He showed up for our date in a park. We were going to go on a walk, and he showed up with a basketball. So we ended up shooting baskets. I'm not very good at it, but it's such a nice thing to do parallel play on a date. Anyhow, butt hurt. Does your butt hurt from dating? I love this expression. You know what butt hurt is? Butt hurt is your ego. Your ego is like, right? Having a little fit. Butt hurt is not having an anguish of the soul. Butt hurt is not existential despair. Butt hurt is just being annoyed because something didn't work out your way. Because you're getting a little reflection back from the universe that you are not the most important being in the world, right? Butt hurt. Let me give you some examples. I got a Garmin watch because I'm training for a half marathon. I used to look at my phone. My watch tells me that I am much, much slower than I thought. My phone told me I ran 4 miles. The watch told me I ran 3 miles. I'm butt hurt. So I'm just like, meh. So there's a little transition that happens. You can be butthurt, and then you can go into story. So this is what would happen. So butthurt is like, dang, I wasn't running very far at all, and I have a long ways to go. The next step is when our ego gets in charge of the story and says something like, you suck, right? I am such a bad runner. I'm never going to succeed. I haven't done anything. I'm so weak. I'm so blame, right? And then we go in spiral and spiral. Why am I bringing up this silly example? Is because in dating, this is what happens too, right? Let me give you another example. I met someone who creates art. I gave him lots of praise for his art. I sent him a picture of something I made. No response. I was butthurt. Damn it. I make art too. I'm important. Pay attention to me, right? There's a little transition there. I could go from like, oh, well, I'm a little butthurt, or I could just go into he doesn't care. Women aren't important. Women aren't seen as creators. Like my whole sort of upset about the patriarchy and art history and on and on and on, right? Or I could just be in the little ego butthurt. Another example, butthurt. Someone's late. And if someone's late and you're already feeling insecure about your date, or you're stressed about work and they're late, you're going to go from butthurt to this means something. Like this is really, really bad. And the trick is to notice butthurt like, damn, my ego does not like that little kick I just got. And pause, interrupt the cycle. He didn't text me back, right? I gave a compliment. I didn't get a compliment in exchange. I tried really hard to be nice and somebody didn't respond in the way I wanted, right? Butt hurt. And so what I want to encourage you to do is notice that, acknowledge it, like it's true, it hurt, it was unpleasant. My little frail ego didn't like the person's response to me because I didn't feel loved and important and special. So special. They should be like singing hallelujah that they've ever met such a woman as me. And instead they didn't respond to my text for 4 days. I'm butthurt, right? So how can you survive dating if butthurt turns into soul anguish or despair or vast generalizations about how everything sucks? So I have today 3 options for you to interrupt, to keep the butthurt in the butt and not let it go take over your internal being, right? Butt hurt is just about the butt. Your butt is a good place to get hurt. It's a tough place, right? You can fall on your butt. I wish I could say other words here, but this is G-rated. You can fall down on it, as long as you don't hit your coccyx, you're okay, right? That's what it's for. It's like our little buffer to keep us safe in the world, right? It's not the same as falling on your face. So how can you interrupt the cycle? Like, here comes the dating butt hurt. Here comes the guy who made an assumption about me, or the woman who didn't like the way I said something, right? So often what we do is we go find friends and allies, and then we're like, this bad thing happened, and all these people, and men just need to grow up and take responsibility, and women just need to get over their issues, and blah, 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 right? I've been hearing a lot of anger in the dating verse lately, and it's not serving anyone. So number one, what I suggest, number one, interrupt the butthurt, is go talk to a friend, and instead of this tempting thing to rant about how all potential dates are terrible, flaky, unenlightened, disembodied, immature, you know where it goes. Men can do this, women can do this, bi people can do this, anyone can do this. Instead of that, I would love for you to do what I did this week, which is go to a friend and say, I'm having a hard time dating. What do you think I should do? Our friends want to tell us what they think we should do, but if we don't open the door, they don't want to be rude, and they might say, like, maybe you should take a break from dating, or have you thought about reaching out in this way, or, maybe you need to explain your jokes because they could be seen as criticisms, right? So ask a friend for help instead of finding a friend to rant with. Number one. Number two, this is even easier. Have a chat with yourself. Go look in the mirror and say, hey, baby, you can do this. Your butt hurts, but you can keep going. Or come up with a term of endearment that makes you laugh. Like, oh, you scrumptious goddess. There you go again, assuming nobody cares about you. You think that you are just suffering and suffering. Oh, baby, 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 right? I mean, really, it works. It'll make you laugh, right? So talk to yourself. Say, here comes the butt hurt. Ow, ding, my ego. Ouch, ouch. And you got this. It's okay. This is what happens. These are the bumps of life. As we mature into life and we kind of control our environments, we don't have very many opportunities to get nice and butthurt. Dating will bring that up, right? You go to a job, your colleagues like and respect you, you've organized your family situation so you can deal with everything. But when you go and meet total strangers who are operating with different paradigms of behavior, what they think is fine and you think is fine, you're going to get butthurt. It's going to happen. And it's like, dang, I don't like this. It's unpleasant. So talk to yourself. Prepare yourself. Oh, angel baby, it's okay. This happens. It's okay. You don't need to explain things, but just talk to yourself. And then number three is a big one. Okay, number three, what I really, really would love for you to do is zoom out. Think about the larger picture. The world is burning up. Democracy is in peril. Our children are going to inherit a big fat mess. Like, zoom out to your big values, your really strong sense of how the world is and who you want to be in the world. Who are you? Really? Are you a pattern disruptor? Are you a revolutionary? Are you a somatic abolitionist? Are you a love bomber? Do you really want to cultivate and spread love? Are you an agent of the anti-patriarchal underground? And if you are, send me a message because we can have a party together, right? Zoom, zoom, zoom out. Who are you? Butthurt is the small part of you. There's a much bigger soulful agenda that you are part of. And don't be afraid to make this part of your dating game, right? You know why you're here on this earth. You know what matters to you. And when your butt hurt, it's like a little slap. It's a little like stumble. It's a little like temptation to go down the rabbit hole of all the bad thoughts, of the evil thoughts, of the nastiness, right? And instead, zoom out. Who are you in this lifetime? Who do you want to be? When we zoom out and remember who we are and who we want to be and why we're here, it's a lot easier to approach butthurt with grace, with tenderness, with self-awareness, with generosity of spirit. right? So although my Apple phone tells me that I ran much farther than reality, the truth of the matter is I want to be someone who runs. I like running. It makes me happy. I want to be someone who runs more and more and faster, even if the progress is tiny, tiny, tiny. I also want to be an artist. I want to be a creator. Some random guy I met doesn't seem that interested in giving me feedback on my creative project. That's okay. I am still a person who creates. That's the big picture. I'm someone who makes stuff. Making stuff makes me happy. It's part of who I am. And if someone's late when I'm feeling insecure or someone doesn't text me back, I'm also a friend. Like, I want to be a friend to people. And so I can be butthurt and still in integrity with my greatest desires, still operating in the universe like someone I want. But I need the moment to acknowledge the butthurt and to interrupt the butthurt and to reconnect with the bigger picture and the bigger desire of who you want to be. Like, you are someone who's changing the world. You are someone who's bringing a lot to the world. You are someone who's courageous, and you are human. It can hurt. So get over your butt hurt and keep on going. It's magic.